going to take the Jane Cosmetics eyeshadow primer to prime our lid so our shadow will stay in place. Then I'm going to set this all over creamy shade on kind of my brow bone area and above my crease to kind of prime that area for blending later. Next, grabbing the Too Faced Bulletproof Liner Pencil in black. You guys know I love this. It's a super long wearing black pencil. I'm going to fill in my whole lid space with this and then buff it out with this little concealer Sigma brush and get a nice black base there. Next, I'm going to grab the Shax Black Shadow and set that on top of the black liner. And this gives a super, super black, smoky eye, ladies. I love this black combination because it is just so dark. I love it. Next, grabbing the Solas shade and this little blending brush, I'm going to smooth that on the edges of that black shadow. This is going to help blur it out and give us a nice brown kind of definition there, you'll see. And this brown just helps assist in the blending, help give it a smoother transition. Obviously, black is a very harsh color, so it's hard to get it to flow, but the light brown helps. Then I'm also going to take this Succubus shade. It's a little bit of a clay color, I'd say. But it really helped to warm it up just a slight bit and give it a little bit more tone, which I felt Demi's really had a nice color in her transition. It was really pretty. Then I'm going to follow up again with the Too Faced Bulletproof Liner, and I'm just using this on my bottom lash line and my waterline. And then I'm going to set that with the matte black shadow once again and really smoking it out because obviously hers was super duper smoky. Now I'm taking the Lancome Cils Booster Lash Primer, my favorite lash primer in the world. Mainly focusing on my bottom lashes since we're going to be rocking some falsies on top. Next, I'm going to prime my face for my foundation. This is the Gellar Spackle Hydrating formula. It's really smooth. It feels like water. It feels really refreshing. So if you're someone who doesn't like a lot on their face, this is such a comfortable, nice primer. Sorry about that. And I'm just applying my Maybelline Falsies Mascara, the push-up mascara. I like it a lot better with a primer. That's typically kind of how I always like my mascaras though, so I'm not really surprised. Now I'm going to mix two foundations. I'm using both from Lancome, the Tentadol Ultra 24 Hour. I accidentally spritzed it, like across the room, and the Tint Miracle. One's a demi matte and one is a illuminating finish, so they have a really, really pretty formula when it's all done and said. A very lit from within, but more full coverage glow. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm just blending that all over with my Ricky's NYC blender. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette with the Sigma Chisel and Trim contour brush. By the way, Sigma has free shipping right now, you guys, on like any order, I think. So I'll have a coupon code down below for you guys. Also, you can save 10%, so this is just like the best time to pick up any Sigma brushes that you're looking for. And I'm just going to start blending this all in with my same little blender eggy guy. I could just say sponge. Now I'm going to take this little Lancome brush and take the middle shade of the contour palette down the nose, and then also going in with the banana cream shade underneath my eye. I like to use the separate tones, or I have been since I've got it. And of course down the cupid's bow, down the chin, and through the center of the forehead to really brighten things up. And then I'm going to blend out underneath my eyes as well. Now taking the Airspun loose powder, I'm going to take my little Ricky's NYC sponge again and press this into all the spots that we just highlighted. And then I'm also going to set the rest of my foundation right now. This is the Smashbox Photo Filter Camera Ready powder in the shade number 2. So I just kind of, you know, pat that on the areas that I don't have any Airspun on. And I'm going to take the Hoola by Benefit Cosmetics bronzer, do a little bit of cheek contouring. I also just did a little bit of nose contouring. This is also one of the new Sigma contouring brushes. It's my fave right now. Love, love, love. And now we need to do a little lashes. I chose the Violet Voss Whispy My Name. So cute lashes because hers were really gorgeous. They were like a little spiky, but not too edgy. They were just perfect. I can't even explain them. And it's a little hard to see against the black eyeshadow anyway, so don't really freak out over what lashes. Any pair really will do. Now I'm just going to take this dual fiber brush and start dusting off any of that Airspun powder now that we've let it set and bake. And then for blush, I'm going to take the Milani Cosmetics Coral Cove blush. Still love these. I remember when I ordered them when they first came out, I was like, I will never need another blush ever again. And I'm still buying blushes to this day. And then I'm going to take the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop highlighter, and I'm going to pop that on my inner corners. I ended up spraying my brush with a little bit of infallible spray to make it a little bit more metallic, because when Demi was dancing and you saw in a lot of her photos, her still shots, she had this gorgeous inner corner highlight, and yes, she was just slaying. And then I'm also going to pop some on my cheekbones as well. And this Sigma fan brush is also for sale individually now. It used to only be available in their sets, and now you can actually buy it by itself in case you're looking for one. This would be a good time since they have free shipping for Black Friday. And now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Spray and just set my whole makeup with that. And then for lips, we're going to take the ColourPop LAX Ultra Matte Lip, and I'm going to use that. I just thought this is going to be nice and long wearing, and if you're going to do this for a holiday party, like, why not? And of course, I'm going to show you guys how to get the hair too, because she looked so chic. So this is kind of how you get finger waves without finger waves. So I'm going to be taking the Numi 1-inch curling wand. This is from the Lustrum set, which is on sale right now for $99, by the way. Usually $249 because it comes with like 5 freaking curling irons. You're also going to want to grab a little bit of hairspray and some type of comb, okay? These are all going to be very important. So first you're going to section off your hair, and you'll notice if you watched her performance or in the pictures, Demi had a really nice side part. So I already parted my side part, and now I'm just kind of making little sections of my hair so we can start curling. So basically you want to take just a little section like this, just a little box of hair there, maybe about an inch thick. You could actually, if you did even smaller sections, you would have even more amazing finger waves. I kind of did like lazy finger waves, but you're just going to curl your hair really close to your head after spraying it with a hairspray or a heat protector. We just want it to really hold its shape. Don't brush it out yet. We want to let it cool and stay really compact to the head because that's going to help us get a shape. So I'm basically just going in the same direction around my head, spraying my hair, doing these little curls, and just kind of letting it go. Now moving on to the next layer, and just so forth and so on. I kind of changed up the direction towards my face for this side. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I did. But I'm just going to keep curling and spraying, curling and spraying. You guys will notice here I'm really staying true to my original part. You want to make sure that you're like curling around that and you kind of have your style already figured out before you're going to go in and start curling, because you really can't comb over that middle line. So I'm just staying true to that part, working all around my head. I was getting it, as you can tell. I had my Fetty Wap Pandora on. Now that that's all done, I'm going to spray my hair once again, let it cool, let it fully cool, and then you're going to start brushing it out like I am here. This is really where a lot of the work comes in. You're really just going to start playing and molding your curls, brushing through them, and trying to get them to all flow together in kind of like an S shape. So basically, I just really start combing out around my whole head and breaking them up with a little brush like this. You can use a larger brush. It'd probably be a little bit quicker, but I like to be very detail oriented, so I tried to use a smaller brush. By the way, this video made me realize I'm not liking my hair color, and I really want to dye it darker this week, so I'm probably going to. Anyway, so here I am just playing. Honestly, you guys, this is all you do. You just keep combing through, working with it, trying to break up the curls, move them together. And you'll see the comb really helps to kind of see, like, pinch them together and squish them together. And then what I like to do is I grab some hairspray and I actually spray my hands with it as opposed to spraying my hair with it. That way you can literally mold and physically touch each hair that you want to go away or you want covered up, and you're not just blindly spraying it in globs all over your head. It's like my much preferred way to use hairspray. So spray your fingers and then just start working it through, keep brushing. This could take you a really long time, and honestly, the more and more you brush it out, the better it's going to get. And then Demi had hers kind of tucked back against her head. You could use bobby pins, but I decided to just pull it behind my ears, and I thought it was close enough, right? Okay guys, so that is it for my Demi Lovato inspired makeup tutorial. I really hope you all enjoyed this. If I don't see you guys before Thanksgiving, I just wanted to say I love you. Take care. Have a happy holidays. Come and check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat so you guys can hang out with me and my family over this holiday. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to my mom's, so yeah. I love you guys. Take care.